I'd like to raise the sails again, watching for the whales again, and never have to say, I wish that I had done the things that I can't do when I'm too old to play.
When we last left you, we were so thrilled Elsa was gone.
And in celebration, we have something here. Arr, matey, some rum. Mm-hmm. Cheers. Oh, that's good. Wow, that's like rum candy. Whew. I like it. A rum drinker from way back, clearly. Well, tomorrow I think we should go to the plantation.
Oh, well, the plantation, you can't hardly trick them into the present. They live in the past. Isn't that cool?
Can't hardly? You mean I have a shot? There's a chance?
I know you'll try.
I want to think of the perfect question. Got some of that rum in there. Garlic, olive oil, rosemary, ginger, salt, pepper, thyme. Check on these fish. Well, they're coming. Well, we're here at the Pautuxet Plantation. Plymouth Plantation. Living museum, interpreters in costume, all that sort of thing. So this ought to be interesting. I still haven't thought of the perfect question to trick them into revealing the fact that they're in the 20th century. They apparently are very good at resisting this sort of stuff. So.
There were no interpreters in costume in the Indian village, so with a little trepidation, we headed over to the English settlement.
All right. That looks like a very non-17th century item on your face there.
I think you know what it's for. Good on you.
You're off the hook.
Thank you, sir. Well, you have a question for me? I feel like you're an inquisitive sort. Did you just come here to look at things on my face?
No, I was going to be inquisitive.
Oh, I like it. All right.
Let's see. Now, weren't the Indians a little ticked off when you guys stole their winter corn?
Now, you see there, now that wasn't me, right? That was Governor Bradford and Captain Stanley, you see. I was only a wee lad at the time, you see here.
Not true.
That was the Nazi peoples, right? So you see here, I went out into the, you know, Cape Cod, right? All the way over yonder. Do you know why it's called Cape Cod?
I don't. Well, wait a minute. Let me think about that. Because you could just about walk on the cod when those at that time.
Oh, brilliant! Look at you! You can see there's a lot of cool fish here. We're English, you see here, right? We came from Plymouth and we arrived in where? New Plymouth, right? Because we can't think of things. We usually look at stuff and we go, it's a tree. We'll call it Tree Village. English people. Now you see here, when we got off the ship, it was like the third time they were looking for habitation, right? My Captain Standish and Governor Bradford and all the men you see here, right? They go all the way out there with the, and they find these great big mounds. You see here, our provisions were going, you see, at the time, right? And so they open these great big mounds. They think it's God's providence that inside of this is corn and food and things of that nature, so they takes it, right? But at night they had to sleep on Cape Cod, you see here. And the Nazi peoples, they set upon them, they attacked him, you see here.
And it had, oh, he's got a fancy bed.
And now you see here, it's because he just brought it over on Mayflower, you see here. You can bring whatever you like over on Mayflower. Now here's the thing, you seem like an inquisitive person, you see here, right? So what's the difference between here and like Master Brewster house, right over yonder, right?
That one probably leaks more than this one.
Oh, well, no, well, alright, good on you, alright. Don't tell Master Brewster that. For more of that, these guys got a dirt floor, right? Why do you think that is? It's because you see Governor Bradford here, you see, if you go be labouring, you could tell who's been labouring in the fields longer, out into the wilds longer, you see here. Because they don't spend a lot of time in their houses, you see here, right? Yeah. See, Governor Bradford is our governor, and he spends his time labouring with politics, you see here. So
there's no truth to that. I shall not lie, I am a goodly Christian. I will say that mayhap I am not in the fields as often as some of my neighbours, for I am occupied with the labours of governance. And when I am not occupied with the labours of governance, rest assured I am in the fields.
What you got, Muriel? A low doorway? like the low clearance. It's built for you.
Oh, this is a 2-room.
Mary can teach John Billington to do anything in dance. She can certainly teach you. Do come this way.
Well done! Right.
That was definitely listing. Oh, there's somebody in here. Where's your costume, ma'am?
This looks like my little house.
This is more crooked than my house. That's an impressive list. Captain Standish, what did you make this concrete with?
So that'd be called wattle and daub. Right, it's a mixture of anything you can find. Hay, good straw, sometimes pitch. And wool from the sheep.
But to set it up?
And of course it is clay. So you pack it in as hard as you can. And within these planks, these go up first. And once it is hardened, you push it up. And you close it in, nail it in shut. And of course over in England, you would be looking on the outside but a bit white. That is because they have the limestone over in England. The first house we tried to build, we built it up nicely just as the way it's supposed to do. But without the limestone, the first rains came and melted it. Right. So we have replaced it with clapboards. That is a bit of a taxing labour. Goodman Hopkins can speak on to that. And of course the nails we brought over from England. We brought all of our supplies. But chiefly my responsibilities are to make sure that every man from age 16 to 60 learns to be soldiers. That is the militia that we have revived here. That is an ancient law, of course, to defend ourselves if necessary. Not an organised army, no, there, but weavers, woolcombers, fishermen, farmers. I was but one of the only members here in our community with martial experience at all. I fought against the Spanish.
I kind of enjoyed seeing the plantation.
Mayflower.
Mayflower, all that sort of
There's
stuff.
so many interesting things, and I have to say that the staff was really knowledgeable and had interesting facts about the time period. I had no idea.
I just like how the interpreters at the plantation really went to great lengths to learn how certain words were pronounced in that odd way and
Yes.
stayed in character. And,
How they were pronounced.
yeah, pronounce it. Home, James.
Remember these guys?
Good, how are you? I guess you guys were successful.
Yeah, we got a little one.
Sweet.
As of 10 o'clock this morning.
That is so kind of you. Wait, don't go away. We have something for you.
Oh, you're too sweet. Oh, you're so sweet.
I had gone over last night to ask them if I could sit on their mooring. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, look at that. Whoa, that is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you so very kindly. Cheers.
Thank you.
Glad you had good success.
Yeah, have fun up there. Beautiful state of Maine.
You sure will.
Thank you. So long, Mayflower.
The storm has passed, and it's as if we're back to Tuesday. There's an old expression that says, "Gentlemen never sail to windward." So I guess that leaves me out of the gentleman's club. Well, we're arriving in Scituate, and once again the chart makes it look like a little quiet, unpopulated little place, and the reality is just the opposite. Wow, it's busy in here, but the water's flat in here. I like that.
Yeah.
So here's our launch pilot from Plymouth. Now here we are in how do you say this place?
Scituate.
Scituate. Here she is again.
Yes, this is what the weather is like in Scituate all year round.
I'm sure. What's your name?
Paul Bowers.
Hey, Paul Bowers.
So, War of 1812, the British decided they were going to land here and capture, get some water and, raid the town, take all the rum. And the militia was away because they were drilling up in Boston, getting ready to fight in a big war. But the daughters, Rebecca and Abigail Bates, of the leader of the local militia, were here, and they saw the British attempting to land, so they had practiced playing the fife and drum with the militia during drills. And they went out to the lighthouse, and it was foggy, and played the fife and drum. And when the British got to the entrance to the harbor in the fog, they heard the fife and drum playing, so they turned around and left. So they called them the Army of Two. But isn't it a great story?
It's a great story.
Yeah, just as
I
good
want
as-
it to be true.
You really do. Yeah. Like, hey, go eat some tuna.
We're gonna make you late. Your girlfriend's gonna be really
Oh,
pissed.
who cares?
It's neat. We pulled in here and we've already made 2 friends. I mean, it's a nice little community here.
And we
cute
passed,
harbor.
I should row over, we passed Seraphin, Lynn and Larry Party's first boat. And an old couple was on board and they'd had it for 30 years and know the parties and all this. I said, I really should row over and talk to these guys.
That's a boat that went around the world.
Yeah, no
Famous
engine, nothing. A bucket for a head, oil lamps, a sculling oar. So how are we going to cook that tuna those guys gave us?
Oh, yes. Yes.
We're trying to pickle some ginger right now so we can do like a sushi thing, and then we both want to try a glaze and a sear.
Yes.
So let's get on that.
Yeah.
Life is tough.
Dinner.
We paid for it though, kind of a bumpy ride up here,
Yeah,
like the day before the storm.
Nice to have the calm waters now again. Feel
What
like I've
I'd
been-
like to have is wind going our way again. We had that going toward the canal and have not had it since. So.
Yeah, I feel like I was riding a bronco the whole way
Well, they
for
call
hours.
that hobby
Whew.
horsing, yeah. You're
Yes.
like, right, just going over those little waves.
Yep.
I'm down to my last crumbles, and I know I brought 2 whole nutmegs. Do you happen to know where those are?
You checked all the logical places like
Oh, you found it!
in with the electronics where it normally is.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, of course. How didn't I think of that?
Very elegant sushi.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't think you're gonna make it as a sushi chef, Brian, somehow.
Oh. That's brilliant. Thanks, guys. We're gonna sear some tuna, and I've made up a glaze with soy sauce, garlic, the sipping rum, mango juice, lime juice. We're having seared tuna and fireworks. I'll leave you with Muriel's song, Friendship.
That's some new little parts there for that, and it's not quite done, but it's getting closer. I know when it's done, when I don't want to change anything anymore. It'll tell me.
I'd like to sail the world again, feel the wind above the waves, and live from day to day, where life is not predictable, wondering what is around the very next bay. I'd like to raise the sails again, watching for the whales again, and